It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Phoenix Suns against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. I'm Kevin Harlan, here at the table with me, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And over on the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Take a look at the Kings. They're playing really well, moving up now to the top spot in our rankings.
Well, right now, Phoenix, they came out of the gate swinging this season, fighting their way up the rankings. You just hope they can sustain this pace as the season wears on.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5. And for Golden State, the athletic frontcourt pair. Wiggins alongside Kuminga. In the backcourt, it's Curry and Thompson. And it's Wiseman in at the center, filling out the middle. Thompson changes in for the Warriors. Draymond Green comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. And Poole subbed in for Wiggins. Here's Graham. Booker outside. Back to Graham. RJ, already this season, we have seen some upsets.
Yeah, early games, you often see some surprising outcomes. Lower-ranked teams defeats a contender. It creates a little bit of a buzz.
Oh, that's a big man move by Wiseman, roughing up the D with that emphatic finish.
Pass to Booker. Back to Paul. There's the 3. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And here's Green outside. Good on the triple.
And it's Green responding in kind with that triple. No one more competitive than Draymond.
Ball looking over the floor. Back to Graham. Five on the clock. The layup missed. Warriors trail by 3. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Devin Booker grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but around age 15, he moved to Moss Point, Mississippi to live and train with his father. Booker said, quote, "I understood the goal and I just embraced the culture and the inner city. They took me in, it was a really important time, and it was good for me." Kevin?
Thanks a lot, Allie. And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Ball outside. And Booker kicks to Green. Kicks it out to Paul. The Suns need to get a shot off. That's a 2 from Crowder, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Golden State's gone 3 or 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. The shot by Thompson, no good. Phoenix has gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Guys, one of the more lengthy free agency sagas revolved around Jonathan Kuminga, and many thought his time was up in Golden State. He saw fewer and fewer minutes down the stretch of last season and into their playoff run. But when Kuminga tested free agency, tested potential sign and trade deals, nobody seemed to be the exact right fit. So eventually, he took the Warriors' offer. Guys, we'll see just how long this lasts, but for now, he'll continue to be in that Golden State uniform.
He'll continue to track that story. Okay, Shams, thanks for the report. And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's stolen by Sharks. Poole with the steal. Green against Crowder. Poole outside. Back to Green. Here's the 3. Sharks grabs the board.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Graham, the pass to Crowder to end the run. No good on the last second attempt there. A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Warriors lead by 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And I really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Setting the floor for the Suns, Jay Crowder out there with Booker. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's Dario Saric. And it's Graham in at the 2 spot. Looney with it. Now guarded by Saric.
I love it when Wiggins is aggressive on offense, especially when he's near the rim.
Suns trail by 4. Paul outside. Pass to Booker. Here's Graham. 5 to shoot. Over Wiggins. And it's Graham missing. Warriors leading by 4. Takes it inside. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
So, Richard, here we are looking at Kevon Looney. Talk about a guy with a specific job description on this team. He fills it.
Yes, Kevon knows his role. He's out there to get the boards, set screens, and get defensive stops.
Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for the Warriors. And Looney no good on that one. One thing you hear players talking about after they've been in the league for a while, Richard, they say the game slows down. When did that happen for you?
For me, it was probably my 3rd year. The end of my 3rd year, the game started to slow down a little bit for me. I went from 9 points to 15 to 18. The game really slowed down in that 3rd year.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Nice. Straight power there. Straight power. Kuminga against Booker. To the paint. Wants to get it off to Graham and does. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
They were very disciplined on that end of the floor, staying attached to shooters and disrupting plays with their active hands.
And it's Wiggins missing. Suns trail by 5. Graham surveying the floor. Outside Crowder, back to Graham. An easy 2 points on the layup. Graham's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Green with a screen on Paul. They kick it out to Green. Outside Kuminga. And here's Poole for 3. Graham with the rebound.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Kicks it out to Paul. Lets it go from deep. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Paul's got 6 points.
The consistency of Paul's three-point shot is really something. He is a real troublemaker at the arc.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Checked in for Kevon Looney. Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. The Warriors, 4th.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Pass to Poole. To the middle. It's blocked. It's Crowder on the wing, defended by Kuminga. Crowder kicks to Green. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Thompson. The Suns shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Richard, as a Phoenix native, who would you say is the greatest player in Suns history?
There's a round mound that comes to my mind, but I have to go with the MVP Steve Nash, who won it twice. But there's still a case for Devin Booker, but he's still adding to it.
And Graham drops them both. And RJ, the fourth head coach in as many seasons for the Phoenix Suns.
The only thing that remains constant in Phoenix is change. Devin Booker, who's been there for the longest, is now on coach 8.
Well, Richard, you had an interesting view of the start of the Warriors dynasty.
Yeah, I was very, very blessed to be a part of that Steph, Clay, and Draymond's first playoff run back in 2013. Matter of fact, some of the Warrior fans are still mad at me for some missed free throws. But I was 90 years old. Let it go.
First one falls for him. And last season, Greg, Devin Booker became the Phoenix Suns' all-time leading scorer.
Yeah, he passed Hall of Famer Walter Davis to achieve that feat. And Booker is a guy that wants to be a Sun for life. So I expect him to break even more franchise records.
And so Thompson nails both of them. RJ, there were questions about the 2 timeline approaching Golden State, but some of those young guys have made a difference.
And some haven't. But those team-friendly contracts of those younger players, that's one advantage. And a way to keep that energetic talent around their young stars.
6 on the shot clock. Down low, here's Graham. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one. Golden State's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the free ball here. Poole finds Thompson. Thompson gets it inside.
We all know Clay can hit this. His accuracy from the mid-range is a reliable option, to say the least.
Ball passes to Graham. Here's Booker. Wiggins with some nice D.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Poole against Saric. Nice move. Finishing with force. Whoa!
That's what I'm talking about. Okay, Poole. I see you hit the finish. He's not just a three-point shooter.
Here's Paul. Lays it up off the glass. Paul's got the game tied up here for Phoenix.
He's had a rough start to this game, and that's being nice. But he's gotten back on track here in the second.
Thompson for 3. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
Well, Thompson is having no trouble finding himself shots, and he'll just keep pouring them in as long as he can.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's ready to talk things through with them. And when you look at Jordan Poole's game, GA, what makes him special?
I think it's his creativity and elusiveness, able to get in his bag, if you will, and play with it and create his shot more or less at will.
Kevon Looney is checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for and Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Now here's Curry. Payne covering. Outside Curry. Pass to Looney. good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 6th assist on the night.
When Steph has the ball, all eyes are on him, and that creates opportunities for his teammates.
And here is Graham, the 3-ball, and it's Looney with the rebound. Inside, Poole, got it, and he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Payne passes to Graham. And they get it. He lays it in. Graham's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
They get it again. Outside, Kuminga. Takes a 3. And it's Shamet with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Graham, the pass to Saric, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
There's Kuminga, and Kuminga throws it down.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Graham kicks to Crowder. And the 3 off target. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. It's a 5-point game, and this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago.
Graham gets a wide-open look. Nailed from 3-point land. Graham's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Suns. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And the Warriors make some changes. Heisman's checked in for Kevon Looney, and Wiggins is subbed in for Jordan Poole.
Substitution for your Warriors. James Wiseman. Andrew Wiggins.
We've got 1:23 left here in the second. Wiggins outside. Curry passes to Kuminga. Now Thompson. Graham defending. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And finished off by Wiseman.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Pass to Shamet. 46 seconds left to play in the first half. Over Wiggins. And it's Shamet missing. Warriors leading by 4. Wiseman with the ball. Now guarded by Payne. Wiseman kicks to Curry. Now, here's Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got assist number 8 now on the night. Payne passes to Graham. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And when we talk about the importance of versatility, he's really got it all on the offensive end.
At the line for one.
And that one misses. Here's Poole. And that one released in time, but no good. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Warriors on top. They're up by 5. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Thank you. Well, Coach Kerr, what did you like about the way your guys have started this game off?
Well, I like the way we defended without fouling so we could get our flow. And guys just came in and made some big ones, and our offense got going.
The defense was disciplined. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thank you. And, folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
Happy you could join us. First up, let's talk about the players of the week. For the Western Conference, Nikola Jokic.
For the Joker, last laugh is typically on the opponent. No one has been able to slow him down lately. Also, on and off the court, his leadership has been great for this team.
And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the Warriors.
Once they gain position underneath the backboard, it's hard to push them out of there.
And even when they don't have position, they have guys who will knife in and steal rebounds, like you're stealing a piece of that cake over there, Kenny.
It's good, too.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Halfway through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even. Some changes here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Kuminga. Gary Payton comes in for Wiggins. And it's Poole in for Thompson. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Curry and Poole are the guard. Green and Wiseman make up the inside pair. And it's Payton in at the three, the small forward. And that one drops for him. Green's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors.
Good luck against Green inside. Even when you throw contact at him, he just fights twice as hard.
Shamet finds Graham. Back to Shamet. The basket is good off the assist from Graham.
3 points.
Shamet's got his first 3 points of the game.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, Kevin. The Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughingstock of the NBA. I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship. Period." Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Poole against Graham. Shoots over Poole. And he overshot that one, missing. Warriors leading by 8. Green kicks to Poole. Nice move. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Green. Good season for him last year. 11th in steals and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And as we saw last season, a difficult guy to run the offense against. Constantly jumping the passing lanes. Always a threat to create a turnover. And the first one at the line is good.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Looney's checked in for the Warriors. All free throws good from Poole.
Well, when you send him to the line, you know what the outcome is likely to be.
Now here's Payne. Pass to Crowder. It's stolen by Green. And there's a minute 45 left in the third. Suns trail by 10 from deep. And it's Shamet missing. Poole looking it over. Here's Looney. Banked in off the glass. Looney's got 6.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
1:10 left to play here in the third. Shamet the pass to Graham. Just 5 to shoot. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Poole against Graham. Green with a screen on Graham. Here's Poole. The 17-footer goes down. Poole's got 7 now in this quarter.
Intelligent move by Poole, taking advantage of what the pick and roll opens up.
Pass to Graham. Back to Payne. Crowder sets a screen for Payne.
Oh, my goodness.
Man.
And he uses both hands to jam it in.
That's not what I was expecting.
Me either. I don't think anybody was. Even he didn't know what he was going to pull off on that one. Spectacular.
Oh, he knew what he was going to pull off, because you got to practice that one. You don't just come up with a slam like that on the fly. You got to rehearse stuff like that. Despite his relatively quiet night, they are still winning, and that just shows this team is more than just about one guy.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Right back after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. They've got Landry Shamet, Jay Crowder out there with Sharich. Then there's Cameron Payne. And it's Graham into the shooting guard. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll go up against De'Aaron Fox and the Sacramento Kings. And then on Friday, they'll face off against Jamal Murray and the Denver Nuggets.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Thompson for the triple. It's hauled in by the Suns. To the inside, Crowder. It's rebounded by Golden State. Kuminga's got 6 rebounds in the game. Poole with no one around. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 5th assist in this one. Suns trail by 16. Pass to Graham. Launches a 3. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Crowder with the steal. Here's Sharich. Here's Graham. And finished off by Graham.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Out to Payton. Back to Thompson. Got a piece of it. Poole against Graham. And finished off by Graham.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Here's Poole. Out to Thompson. 3-pointer. Payne grabs the board.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Sharch dishes to Graham.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
And that one falls for Graham. And the Warriors making a change here. Doughton's jacked in. And so he hits both. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Poole against Graham. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
When you foul Poole, now you got to really wrap him up and foul him. He will find a way to muscle through that fourth shot, and he's automatic from the free throw line.
Wiseman's checked in for the Warriors. And the free throw, no good. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
Here's Payne, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Near the three-point line, it's Poole. Sharch grabs the board. Sharch has got 6 rebounds here tonight. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul, second team foul. Shooting for Phoenix, Graham at the line for 2.
And that one falls for Graham. And the Warriors with some changes. Wiggins comes in for Payton. And Curry subbed in for Green. He's off on the second. Warriors leading by 8. Poole left side. Outside, Kuminga. From outside, off the mark.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Graham, the pass to Shamet. Nice defense from Kuminga. Warriors have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. No coverage that time. Curry's got 15 points here in the second half.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
Pass to Shamet. Graham against Poole. Now here's Graham. He started closer. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Jonathan Kuminga picks one up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Green, he's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. Both shots good from the stripe. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. Pass to Poole. To the middle, looking for Wiseman. He gets it there.
And get used to seeing that for years to come. Wiseman working in that pick and roll action and cashing in.
Payne kicks to Green. Now, here's Shamet, covered by Wiggins. Shamet, the pass to Payne. Poole against Graham. Payne for three, and the Suns miss again.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And here's Poole for three. Kept alive. That one falls. And now a 12-point Warrior lead.
And just wait until Wiseman has time to develop his moves, which are still somewhat raw at this stage.
And the Suns miss again.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
To the paint, here's Curry. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Warriors lead by 14.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Back to Payne. Pass to Shamet. Wiseman with the rebound. Warriors leading by 14. Green kicks to Poole. Back to Green. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I like when Green looks to score. He's good at putting defenses in a bind.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. The Warriors making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside.